As you only have that 68 close shot, you got to try and get as many standing dunk meters as you can. So again, it's just holding R2, you flick the stick up and then down and hold it and then try and time it as much as you can. You should get a decent enough green window for most of the dunks, but sometimes you do get a very tiny one. They are hard to time, but they are greenable, but for the most part, you will get some very large green window standing dunk meters. But again, if you're underneath the net, you pretty much have to try and do a standing dunk meter. Only a 36 post control, so like I said, you can't just be posting up every single possession with this build. I know that's not really Shaq-like because there's no post control, but again, to get everything else that I wanted on this build, I had to do this. And only a 28 midi, no three-pointer, and only a 28 free throw. Now, the free throw that I'm using is underhand. It is a starter 3 animation, and it is pretty tough to hit free throws with this build. That is very Shaq-like, but again, I had to sacrifice something in order to get all these other ratings. But still, you can absolutely go off in the rec center with this build. You can get 20 and 20s, no problem. And this is what I really like about this build as well too, is the 86 pass accuracy. So that gets you gold break starter, silver dimer, silver needle threader, gold post playmaker, silver relay passer, silver touch passer, and gold special delivery. So again, come down with that defensive rebound, hold the A or X button, it'll chuck it down the court, you'll get some easy outlet assists, and you'll get some nice and easy fast break points as well too. And again, it's just a nice rating where it passes the ball extremely crisp and clean as well too, or fast enough where it gets to the ball in time before defenders can close out and they can easily knock down some threes. And I ended up going with a 65 ball handle and a 55 speed with ball, so I could get this gold big driver badge. Now that also unlocks bronze triple strike at 6'11", which is extremely nice as well too. So you wanted to have a little bit of ball handling, a little bit of speed with ball, being a slasher like this, or you can go coast to coast, tap RT or R2, you'll get that crazy blowout dribble, you'll throw it down the court, you'll be flying down the court. Of course, gold big driver, that'll help you get to the rack and get some nice mean contact dunks. 74 interior defense, so I went a little bit light on the defense side, but I know that a bronze anchor, bronze post lockdown, and silver workhorse, you can absolutely make it work. I do like having silver post lockdown, to be honest, because it does lock up some of those post spins and drop steps. But again, you have a 96 strength and you are going to get Hall of Fame immovable enforcer, so it is extremely nice. And bronze anchor, you'll definitely be enough. You don't get as many blocks as you do with like an 87 or a 92 block rating, but you can still disrupt the shots with the bronze anchor, make them miss, and you can grab the board and get the break started. And a 68 perimeter defense, I absolutely have been loving this. The 68 perimeter defense with that silver off-ball pest combined with Hall of Fame immovable enforcer, it is very hard for bigs to do anything against you. Even if they're like a perimeter player or an inside player, you got all that strength, you got off-ball pest. If they're trying to do off-ball cuts, you just bump them like crazy. It's very nice. I have been loving this combination of silver off-ball pest and Hall of Fame immovable enforcer. It has been giving other bigs a problem. And again, I had to sacrifice the steal, so only a 28 there. And I only went up to a 78 block. You could go to a 77 for bronze anchor, but I honestly really like chase down artist this year. It actually pops up quite a bit and it can save you pretty well in some situations. So I wanted to go to a 78 to at least get silver chase down artist. And we still do get the gold pogo stick badge as well too. So what I ended up doing was going with a 93 offensive rebound. With that 96 strength, I wanted to have Hall of Fame box out beast. So again, if you box somebody out, you know they're not getting around you. And if somebody has lower strength or not a high enough box out beast rating and they get positioned on you, you can swim them, grab that offensive rebound, activate that standing dunk meter, and dunk all over them. And we also get gold pogo stick, rebound chaser, and gold post playmaker with this rating. Unfortunately, I only went to a 78 defensive rebound. But again, if you get positioned early, box them out, and then go for the ball, you will still get enough defensive rebounds. Sometimes it does hoe you out of some rebounds where it's maybe like a couple feet away from you and you'll press triangle or Y, and he does this weird animation where he just kind of like throws his body like an inch or two forward. He doesn't really jump. It's really weird. If you guys make this build, you'll see what I'm talking about, because there'll be some rebounds that close enough to you that you should be able to get, but you press the button and then he just doesn't really move. It's really weird. And again, if somebody else has a 92 offensive rebound or 93 offensive rebound rating, they will get some offensive rebounds over you, but you just have to really make sure that you box out and utilize that Hall of Fame box out beast. Again, I've been averaging probably 17-18 rebounds per game with this build, so it definitely still is viable. You just have to get positioned early. And another nice thing about this build, the 66 speed to go with that 96 strength is extremely nice. You can fly up and down the court and still having that strength to body up people, box people out, swim them, whatever it might be. It is extremely nice. And again, you have to go with the 55 acceleration to get that gold big driver, so we had to do that. It would have been cool to get Hall of Fame big driver, but we cannot get a 69 ball handle with a 65 5-speed with ball, unfortunately, or a 60 acceleration. But we also get that spot finder badge and triple strike. So after you set a pick, you can tap R2 or the right trigger towards the basket. It'll give you this nice little speed burst. Or again, even just cutting, if you want to fake some cuts, you want to go out and then back in, you can tap R2. It'll give you a nice kind of like dexing type animation. So again, utilize this badge and it will even pop up on layups or dunks. And once again, this 96 strength has been extremely nice. Hall of Fame box out beast, gold brick wall, Hall of Fame bulldozer to go with that 88 driving layup. It just makes sense. That can bail you out of some animations at times. Gold fearless finisher, bronze post lockdown, and of course Hall of Fame immovable enforcer, which has been extremely nice. So again, I would say this is more or less kind of like the true bulldozing slashing 5 type of build, because we do get that Hall of Fame bulldozer to go with that 88 driving layup, plow through people, finished green layups, no problem. And a 78 vertical, that's what you needed to match with the 89 driving dunk to get those 2-foot contact dunk packages. But we do get silver chase down artist, gold pogo stick, silver posterizer, gold rise up, and gold aerial wizard with this rating as well. I would have loved to get a little bit more vertical, but unfortunately I had to go down to 78 to get all these other ratings that you see on the screen. And last but not least, a 95 stamina that will get you the silver workhorse badge. We do need an 82 interior defense, and then we would have been able to get the gold workhorse badge level. It would have been nice, but unfortunately, again, just not the way the build could be made. Now we can go ahead and click continue, and we get shades of Mitchell Robinson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Rudy Gobert. Now, really weird, when I first made this build, Shaq was actually the very first comparison, so I'm not sure why this changed. It's only a couple weeks since I've made this build. So I don't know why that changed all of a sudden, but it did. But again, Shaquille O'Neal was the first comparison. It is now the second comparison. Regardless, it's still in there, and the build comes out to a glass cleaning interior threat. Now, next up, we are going to get into the animations. I'll show you how to upgrade the build, and of course, we'll get into a gameplay. So the way to increase this build first, of course, we're gonna want our finishing. So you'll want to max out your driving layup, driving dunk, and standing dunk. So we can get all of our contact dunk packages off rip, get our Giannis layup package, or you can throw in the Sabonis layup package if you want as well, if you are a starter 3. And what I ended up doing was going to an 85 pass accuracy, just the way it worked out. So in your next upgrade at 91 or 92, go ahead, put this to 86 so you can get your gold break starter. But this way you can still get the rebounds, chuck it down the court, and get some nice easy assists. And what I ended up doing was going to a 61 interior defense, and I went to a 77 block. That way you can at least get your bronze anchor off rip. And again, in your next 92 and 93 overall upgrades or whatever it might be, you can go ahead and increase your interior defense up to that 74, and you can put it up 1 tick to the 78 so you can get your silver chase down artist. And of course, max out your rebounding, get that 93 offensive rebound off rip and that 78 defensive rebound so you can rebound the ball immediately, get that Hall of Fame box out beast as soon as you can, and clean up the glass immediately. And for our speed, you want to max that out, absolutely. Ended up leaving my acceleration for now, but we definitely want to max out our strength so we can get that 96 strength off rip, get Hall of Fame immovable enforcer as soon as you can, and Hall of Fame bulldozer as soon as you can as well, to really utilize this build and make the most of it. And of course, max out your vertical so you can get all your dunk packages, and you can go to a 92 stamina so you can get that silver workhorse badge. And this will come out to 255k VC as always, and you will be an 89 overall. But again, this way you can go into the rec, you can play your defense, you got your physicals, you got your passing, and of course you can dunk on everybody and finish around the rack. So for the animations for this build, the jump shot does not matter. You will not be shooting any type of jump shot with this build, so that does not matter. My free throw is underhand. This is a starter 3 animation, so unless you're starter 3, you won't be able to get this, unfortunately. But I have been using the Giannis Antetokounmpo layup package actually. I just haven't been able to figure out how to activate the Sabonis floaters very consistently, and I don't have Hall of Fame float badge yet, so I haven't really been able to fully utilize that Sabonis badge. But I really do like the Giannis layup package as well too. There's some really nice animations with it. But again, I'd recommend Giannis or the Mantis Sabonis once you are a starter 3. Dunk style, we'll get into that after. Dribble pull up, Kevin Durant, but a lot of this isn't going to matter at all. Spin jumper, normal. Hop jumper, Nikola Jokic. Post fade, Kobe. Post hook, Joel Embiid. Post top shot, Kobe. And the motion style, I have been trying out Giannis. It's been fairly nice. I don't really notice differences in motion styles, to be honest. I don't know. I just kind of put things on, and I don't know. I haven't really been noticing motion styles very much, so I can't really say if this has been good or bad. Average, I guess. I don't really know what to say about it, to be honest. Pass style, I like Demantis Sabonis due to his full court outlet passes. He's got some really nice full court passing animations. Dribble style, normal. Size up, normal. Breakdown combo, normal. Aggressive breakdown combos, also normal. Escape, normal. Combo, normal. Crossover, normal. Behind the back, normal. Spin, normal. Hezzy, normal. Step that back normal, triple threat style Michael Jordan, and of course no flashy park pass. And lastly, for the dunk packages, as you can see here, we got all the rim grazers, the hangs, the windmills. I love these windmills. They're really nasty and entertaining to watch. You don't really need to put these on, but they are kind of cool to see. I got all the basics on, all the athletics, the double clutches, and as many tomahawks as I can as well. And of course, you can't forget about your pro contact dunks off too. And for our 1 foot moving dunks, all the rim grazers, we got the hangs, again, more windmills, we got the cradles, we have the reverses except for the clutch reverses off 1. We got all the reverses put on, we got the quick drops off 1. That is a starter 3 animation. Definitely recommend putting that on if you can though. We got the basics, we got our athletics, double clutches, of course tomahawks. Tomahawks are my favorite types of dunks, and the switcheroo. And once again, we cannot forget about our pro contact dunks off of 1. And for standing dunks, of course, all of them, all the regulars, all the rim pulls, all the athletics, the elite standing bigs, and the pro standing big contact dunks as well. And for signature dunks, we got Giannis, Daryl Dawkins. Absolutely love Daryl Dawkins dunk packages. It doesn't activate all the time, but he's got these really nasty swinging standing dunk animations, and they are so nasty when they happen. We got Karl Malone as well too, Draymond Green, Dwight Howard, Sean Kemp, Shaq, Ben Simmons, Karl Anthony Towns, Dominique, Zion, which has some crazy animations in it as well too, Scottie Pippen, LeBron James, and Blake Griffin. So pretty much all the signature dunks that you can put on, I have put on as well. And lastly, our alley-oops. And we got all the alley-oop dunk packages that we can really put on, our pro, elite, Zion Williamson, pro contact, and our big contact alley-oops. And next up, we are going to get into a rec center gameplay with the 6'11" Shaq build. Now that we've ran through how to create this build, how to upgrade this build, and the animations for this build, we are going to get into a rec center gameplay. Alright, so here we've got a 30 point, 28 rebound, 3 assist, 1 steal, no blocks, but a 15 of 20 shooting, and a near 30 and 30 on the 6'11" Shaquille O'Neal build. And we are up against another 6'11", 3-level threat. So you know he's going to be able to shoot the ball, space the floor, do a little bit of everything. But again, this maybe isn't exactly like a true Shaq build. He is 6'11". I think Shaq was 7'1". I believe that's what he was listed at as, but still, this build does not have post control or a close shot. So if it really was a true Shaq build, you definitely want a close shot, and for sure you would want some post control. But again, for the way that I wanted everything and the way that this build plays in the paint is extremely Shaq-like, and having that 96 strength is extremely nice. And if you guys have skipped through the video, I talked about having silver off-ball pest and the combination of Hall of Fame Immovable Enforcer. It has been an absolute menace to other centers. I have been absolutely loving this combination. And I've had a few other comments on some videos asking for a Bill Russell build, and I'm actually looking at something that gets a 99 strength and 99 block, and we're gonna get like Hall of Fame pogo stick, Hall of Fame anchor, sorry. So I'm kind of thinking about trying that out. It does come out to a diming defensive anchor, but I actually did end up making another 7'0" inside center build. I haven't made it yet. I have been thinking about it, but it is going to be an extremely good build, and it's going to be really good for rep as well too. But again, there is also a brand new Arvydas Sabonis official template that I did end up making. I have gameplay, I have clips for it, so I will drop that as well. Again, you can go and make that build right now, the Arvydas Sabonis template. If you just go to create a build, go to NBA templates, go to centers, and you will see Arvydas Sabonis there. But at halftime, Shaquille O'Neal with a nice double-double at half, and you know we got lots of work left to get that 30 points and 28 rebounds. But the thing about the Sabonis build, I did make a Sabonis build at the start of the year. I do like my Sabonis build better. I guess the template maybe is more accurate towards Sabonis, except the Sabonis build only gets an 84 pass accuracy. So I wish you got a little bit more of a pass accuracy than that, but still, the build is absolutely usable. I actually got a triple-double before halftime with the build. I've scored 36 points with it. It's really, really fun. But again, this Shaq build has been so dominant. But again, a thing you guys have to realize with this build too, if you're just going to take this build and sit in the low block, it is not going to be nearly as effective. This build is really designed to be like a pick and roll type of build. You're gonna have to span off-ball screens, on-ball screens as well too, to create some spacing, because you're just gonna mess everything up if you just keep camping on the block with this. You don't have a close shot and you don't have any post control. You can still drop step people actually. That 96 strength, you can definitely move people, But again, that is not the optimal way to use this build. You definitely want to set a ton of picks, or maybe in like the last 5 seconds of the shot clock. Right there, that Hall of Fame Bulldozer coming in handy. Only silver at this point. It was one of the first few games on this build. But again, once you get that Hall of Fame Bulldozer, you're going to be shoving people out the way, making layups. It's going to be extremely nice. But again, use this build as a pick and roll type of build and you'll see much more success. And like I just said, it lasts like 5 seconds, 6 seconds in the shot clock. Maybe then that's when you want to crash down, go for some offensive rebounds. As you see here, you're going to get a ton of rebounds. And with that 78 defensive rebound, you just have to make sure that you get position early, box out. You have Hall of Fame box out beast as well too. It's going to be extremely hard for them to swim you once you get position. Then press triangle and go for it. You will get hoed out of some of these rebounds that kind of are a little bit too far away for you. And you press triangle or Y and he kind of throws his arms up. So it's really weird. But we end up coming back and winning the game. We were down like 15 points, I think, at one point. But man, Shaquille O'Neal coming out crazy, having a great game, a near 30 and 30. I have been loving this build. I hope you guys do too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and hit that sub if you're new. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.